among the people are those who say we believe in God and the last day, and they are not believers. They deceive God and those who believe, and they deceive only themselves, and they do not perceive. In their hearts a disease, God is a disease and has a painful torment, and if they are lying and if they are told, they do not spoil in the earth. They said, is it not they who do mischief, but they do not perceive? And when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed, they say, shall we believe as the fools have believed? Except that they are the fools among them. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe, and when they are alone with their demons, they say, we are with you. God mocks them and extends them blindness in their rebellion. Those are the ones who bought misguidance with guidance, so their trade was not profitable, and they were not guided. Their likeness is that of he who kindled a fire, and when it lit up what was around him, God took away their light and left them deaf, dumb and blind. They do not come back, or like a rainstorm from the sky in which there are darkness, thunder and lightning, they put their fingers in their ears from the thunderbolts of thunderbolts. The lightning snatched their eyes whenever illuminated them, and if I darken them, and if I look at them, and if God willing, to whip them and their sight. Who made you the land of a walk and the sky build and down from the sky water and get out of the fruits? You will not make God, and you know, and if you are in doubt as to what we have sent down to our servant, then produce a surah like it and call upon their witnesses to their faith. And if you do not, and you will not do so, then fear the fire whose fuel is men and stones, and it has been prepared for the unbelievers. And man who believed and worked with good deeds, that their gardens to take place from the rivers whenever they livelled from the fruit of Razaqah, said this, which they have seen before, and they are intertwined, and where they are disinfectant God does not deserve to strike, for example, what a mosquitoes and above them, and then those who believe that he is right from their Lord, and those who disbelieve what God wanted this. Those who break the covenant of God after his covenant, and sever what God has commanded to be joined, and corrupt the other. How to fulfill God, and you are dead, and then you, and then your dear, and then greet you, and then return to him who created you what is in all the earth, and then to the sky, and they will see 7 heavens, and he is everything alim. And that your Lord said to the angels, I am a male, and the earth Khalifa said, to make it from spoiling the bloodshed, and we will swim with the praise and criticism of you. I know what you do not know. And he taught Adam all the names, then showed them to the angels, and said, inform me of the names of these prophets. They said, glory be to you, we have no knowledge except what you taught us. Indeed, you are the all-knowing, the wise. He said, O Adam, he said to their names. And when we said to the angels, prostrate to Adam, and they prostrated, except for Iblis. And we said, O Adam, you and your spouse dwell in paradise, and each of it is plentiful, wherever you wish, and do not get close to it. And the devil threw them away and turned out of what they had, and told some of you for some enemy, and you in the earth stable. And so then Adam received words from his Lord, and he repented to him. He is the most merciful, the most merciful. We said, get down all of them. And those who disbelieve and deny our revelations, they are the companions of the fire, they will abide therein. O children of Israel, remember my favor that I bestowed upon you, and fulfill my covenant. And I will fulfill your covenant with me. And believe in what I have revealed, confirming what is with you, and do not be the first to disbelieve in it. And do not clothe the truth with falsehood, and conceal the truth while you know. And establish prayer and pay zakat and bow with those who bow. They order people in need, and forget yourselves, and you will see the book, I do not know. And I needed patience and prayer, and for a great only on the jams those who think that they will meet their Lord and that they will return to him. O children of Israel, remember my favor that I bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over all worlds. And beware of a day when no soul will repay anything for another, and no intercession will be accepted from her, and nothing will be taken from her. And when we saved you from the people of Pharaoh, they would afflict you with a terrible torment, slaughtering your sons, and slandering your wrath. And when we separated you by the sea, and saved you, and drowned the family of Pharaoh, while you looked on. And we promised Musa 40 nights, and then you have taken the calf after him, and you are unjust. And then do you think about you to thank you? And when we gave Moses the book and the Furqan, that you might be guided, as Musa said to his people, O people, that you have wronged yourselves. And when you said, O Moses, We will not believe in you until we see God openly." Then the thunderbolt overtook you while you were thinking. Then we raised you up after your death, that you might be grateful. And we have done to you, and let us down on you. As we said, "Enter this village," they are, where you will like Ragda and enter the door, and they said the hook, "We will forgive you your sins and we will increase the benefactors." So he changed those who did wrong to a word other than what was said to them. So we sent down on those who did wrong a threat from heaven as Mousa surrendered to Hisam, saying, "We hit the stone, and I had lost him 12 years. And you said, O Musa, we will not proper to have food and one of us." That they used to disbelieve in the revelations of God and kill the prophets without right. Those who believe and those who hurdled and those who were safe in God and the other day and the work of the other. Then you turned back after that. If not for the grace and mercy of God upon you, you would have been among the losers. I have taught you on Saturday. And when Moses said to his people, "God commands you to sacrifice a cow," they said, "Have you taken us by derision?" They said, "Call upon your Lord to make clear to us what it is." They said, "Call upon your Lord to make clear to us what its color is." They said, "Call upon your Lord for us to make clear to us what they are." Cows look alike to us, and if God wills, their meat will be destroyed. He says that it is a cow that does not raise the earth and do not relate to the plowing a Muslim. And when you killed a person and turned against it, and God will remove what you were concealing. So we said, strike him with each other. Thus God brings the dead to life and shows you his signs, so that you may understand. And then your hearts were then confused, they are as stunning or severely harsh and thoughts of stones for what they exploded from the rivers. Do you then hope that they will believe in you while a group of them used to hear the words of God, then they distorted them from them? And if those who believe they said safe, and if some of them were sent to some, they talked to what God opened to you to get you at your Lord. I do not know. Do they not know that God knows what they conceal and what they reveal? And among them are illiterate people who do not know the book except wishful thinking, and they only think foil for those who write the book with their hands, and then they say this from God to buy a little difference for them, which I wrote their hands and win them as they earn. And they said, the fire will not touch us except for a number of days. Say, have you made a covenant with God? God will never leave them, nor expel yourselves from your homes, then expel them. Then you are killing yourselves and graduated a team from your homes demonstrated in the mother and the aggression. Unaware of what you are doing, those are the ones who bought the life of this world for the hereafter. Neither will the torment be lightened for them, nor will they be saved. We have enlightened the book and stopped from him after him. And they said, our hearts are uncircumcised. Rather, God has cursed them for their unbelief, so little do they believe. And when the book came from God certified for what they were with them, and they were open to those who disbelieve, when they came to them, they did not disbelieve him. Hasma bought him themselves to disperse what God revealed to God from his bounty on those who wanted his servants. And if they are said to them, including what God has revealed, we believe what we have come down on us and refund, who is behind him and is the right to what with them, say, I did not kill the prophets of God before you are believers, and Moses came to you with clear proofs, then you took the calf after it, and you were wrongdoers. As we took your compliance and raised us the face to take what we have strongly and heard, we heard and seen us and drink in their calves' hearts. Say, if you have the home of the hereafter with God, purely apart from people, then wish for death if you are hunted, and they will never wish for what their hands have given, and God is all-knowing of the unjust. And to respond to them, people who have been burned for the life and those who have wronged one of them, if it will come to 1,000 years and what is moisturized from the torment to turn, and God will come with what they are working from, saying, whoever is an enemy to God, his angels, his messengers, Gabriel and Michael, then God is an enemy to the unbelievers. And indeed we have sent down to you clear verses, and none but the transgressors disbelieve in them. Or whenever they make a covenant, a group of them rejects it. Indeed, most of them do not believe.